Hello and welcome to Aurelian University. In this video I want to talk about data types. So really quickly, variables can store different types of data. One of these types, not knowing which type you're storing in a given variable can lead to problems. There are built-in types and user-defined types. So there are types that any Python program has access to. And then there are types that you specify. You'll tell Python this is a specific type of data. And built-in types can include numbers, strings, which we talked about before, and Booleans. So here we have, for example, 4 different variables, aptly named variable 1, 2, 3, and 4. The first one has a number stored in it. And this is a specific type of number called an integer. So just a whole number, essentially. It can be positive or negative. This is a different type of number called a float. Oftentimes when we're coding, we'll call this a float. It's just a number with a decimal. And in Python, Python is able to treat both of these number types essentially the same. A lot of other scripting languages will treat them pretty differently. In Python, they're basically the same. Over here we also have another variable that stores the value true in it. And you notice it's not in quotes like our strings were in previous examples. This is because this is a different data type. It's not a string, it's a Boolean. And a Boolean is either true or false. So this could be true or false, and it wouldn't need any quotes around it, and it would be, it's a specific data type in Python. Then we have another string. We've worked with strings before. This string stores the text, some text. Just so you know, strings can have either single or double quotes around them. Either way, it'll work fine. And we can output all these different types to the terminal, and they'll work fine. We can also do certain things with the variables, so we can add variable 1 to variable 2, which will obviously produce 2.2. So I'll just output this really quickly. Then I want to show you what happens if we forget which sorts of data we're working with. So we have what's expected here. I have this on a comment line, so it's not going to print out this. But if we try to add variable 1, which is a number, to variable 4, just take a look at what will happen. 3 data types.py. We get an error, and this error says unsupported operand types for plus, integer, and string. So the integer type, which is the first one we have here, and the string type can't be added together. Now this makes sense, really. In math, we don't add integers to strings, but we can actually add strings to strings with the plus. So we can say Python 3 data types.py, and that will just concatenate, so just add one on top, or one right after another. So you would think it would just say 1 plus some text, but that actually doesn't work in Python. That's because data types aren't explicitly converted most of the time, or aren't implicitly converted most of the time. So if you have integers and floats, those can be converted back and forth pretty easily by Python, but other things like strings with integers, those won't be converted into the same type if we try to use them together. So data types are important. They can lead to problems if you don't remember how to use them.